Hi everyone, in this video I will show you how you can turn your Bubble app into mobile native app so you can upload it to Google and Apple Play stores. There are plenty of ways of doing it, but I will show you how you can do it with BDK native container. It's quite simple and the whole process looks like this. So the first step, you're in buying and installing Bubble plugin, which costs $16. You use this plugin to create your app and to get access to native phone features. Then there are plenty of features which this plugin give you access, like camera, push notifications, device info, sweep slides, taking pictures, and etc. After you build your Bubble app using this plugin, you can test your app using preview mode in the BDK native demo app. So you can test everything, show it to your friends, show it to your customers, and get feedback. After that, you have to buy BDK native container, which costs $200 per one platform. So you need to pay $200 for iOS and $200 for Android, and also you will need to pay $39 for each rebuild, which you will need in case if you want to change your App Store screenshots, app name, or app description. Your Bubble app should meet certain requirements to be able to convert into mobile app. At first, all your mobile app screens should be located on the same page of your Bubble app, and you should use custom states to show or hide various screens. The second screen size of your app should be suitable for mobile devices. I use 375 pixels wide. Also, the first action after page is loaded should be remove loading, which will say the container to stop loading, stop showing loading screen, and show the app itself. Otherwise, you can use all Bubble features and create anything you want, and it can be later converted into mobile app. After you build your Bubble app using BDK native plugin, you can test it on your mobile device. To do that, you will need to install app for BDK native app for Android, and for iOS you will need to install Apple Test Flight. There are good documentation how to do that, and basically it will give you access to the app on your mobile device without buying a $200 container, which is very handy. So you can test it and decide if you like it or not without spending that money. Now I will show you how you can test your app on your mobile phone. To do that, you will need to open BDK native testing app and to fill information in preview your app section. So you will need to add a link to open on AppLoad. This is the link on your Bubble app. It can be also version test of your Bubble app. Then you can configure your loading screen. You can skip that, and there will be a default loading screen. And also you can set up a native header. You can choose different background colors, header fonts, etc. But I will prefer not to use a header bar and to control it from my Bubble app. So then you save the changes, and you click on launch your preview. And if you done everything right, you will see your app launched on your mobile phone. So this is the first screen of my app. Some actually bugs here, but you can see that it's already launched on mobile phone, and you can test all features through this testing environment. You can get access to camera, send push notifications, etc. So after you build your app and you test your app with the BDK native testing demo app, and when you're satisfied with all the features and you want to proceed to to uploading this app into app stores, your next step is to start a native project. Start and purchase a native project actually. So for starting a project, you do it in the BDK native website or in BDK native testing app. You click on start a project, fill in project name and link to the website, and after that you have the form which you need to fill to proceed to the next step. So this form contains information about your build. It has you should select which platform you want to build it. Your app name. App name is the name that you see below the app icon when the app is installed. So it's not the app name that users see on the App Store. This app name you will fill in the App Store listing. So also there is an app icon, link to open and on app load. So this is the link to your Bubble app. Then you can set up a native header. As I mentioned before, I prefer not to use a native header, but if you want so, you can choose yes and choose background color, header font color, and other options. Then you have your screens. It's splash screen, a launch loading screen, and native transition loading screen. For every step you have a small note about it, which can be very helpful. For example, for a splash screen, it said that since the native engine catches the screens super fast, the subsequent app launches appear to nearly skip the splash screen, and this is true. So users would not see the splash screen. So you can configure animations here or static images. I'd recommend animations since Bubble app can be quite slow, so you can explain to your users that your app is not freezed and is just loading. So after that you have iOS permission strings. Here you can describe to user why you need various permissions, for example geolocation access. So it's recommended to fill it all, even if your app is not using them, but if you will want to use it later, it already will be set. So you will need permissions for geolocation, camera, photo library, media library, contacts, and microphone. After that you have some settings, iOS settings. Is it built with BDK native, in which landscapes your app can be used, what devices can be used, and if it have background audio functionality or not. Also you need to fill iOS account team name. You need it so that guys from BDK native container can collaborate with you and find you and locate your app account in their collaborator list, so there where you can find this info. So after you purchase your build, guys from BDK native will contact you and ask a few questions, ask for additional accounts that you have to set up at this point. It's one Signal, Firebase, and Apple developers account, and they need about 1 to 2 days to create your container, and after that they upload it into your Apple Connect account. So the last thing you will need to do is to fill all information required by Apple or Google, and you can submit your app for a review, and if it passes review, you will have your app listed in the App Store. So that's how you can turn your Bubble app into mobile native app in a few